Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 9 p.m. 9:12, I guess. I got enough time to knock out the recording, which is great news because I'm gonna try and go to bed early tonight and wake up early tomorrow to play Darkest Dungeon 2 for you. Hopefully, ideally, there is a video up already for Darkest Dungeon 2. The first look should hopefully be already out. I'm gonna be honest with you, probably not. Actually, you know what? No, I just looked again. The game comes out at 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is noon. I could probably wake up at noon and play that for you. So yeah, I mean, at some point today, maybe already, maybe at the same time as this video, there will be a Darkest Dungeon 2 video. That's the big news. That's the exciting stuff. Otherwise, not much with me today. I woke up, began studying for my midterm, took my midterm, and now we're here. That was my entire day today. So for my midterm, my professor wanted us to write out 6 pages of handwritten notes for and it was required for the midterm. You had to turn them in with the midterm, and I thought that was really stupid. I was like, why would I don't? If this test is open book, open notes, why am I writing 6 pages of notes, dude? Writing those 6 pages of notes, holy moly! It made I was so ready for this midterm. My professor's a genius. I regret doubting him. Or alternatively, because everyone who is in my class group chat is saying that the midterm was way too hard and they didn't even finish it, and I finished it with like 30 minutes remaining. So, you know, either I'm just a transcendent gamer or I'm really stupid. I'm kind of excited to see what it is, but either way, let's play some Monster Train today, shall we? My question for you today is unrelated to the intro tangent. I just wanted to share that story with you, you know. I'll let you know tomorrow if I'm a super genius or a super idiot. Probably it won't get graded for a little while actually, but you know, I saw the ritual, eyes darted to see if this was Wurmkin Exile Hellhorned. Thank God it isn't. For my question today, it's a bit of a strange question. It's not a me question, you know, and it's fine. I can ask questions that are out of character for myself, but if you could travel anywhere right now, like just go on vacation somewhere, no consequences, where would you go? What would you go do? This is not a me question because every time I get asked a travel-based question, I say I'd go home and play video games. But I've been thinking about it lately, and I kind of want to, like, I don't know, go somewhere so that you know, it's like, I want to sit here and play video games, but I'm also getting older now, and I'm like, maybe more. No, yeah, it is really just maybe I don't want to sit here and play video games all day. Maybe I should go do something for like a week. Anyway, I don't really know where I would go. I think I'd want to go somewhere. Like I don't really want to go sightseeing, so I don't know where I'd go. That's kind of why I'm asking the question. I'm obviously not going to be going on vacation anywhere anytime soon. I have a lot of things to do, but maybe someday. All right, let's start the run, shall we? I think so. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it rolling. We got Plating Seal, Daedalus, Darkness Arcus, Sap Seraph, Shelter Ritual, Total Recall. Total Recall. Really, actually not a bad card in Exile Wurmkin, as we learned last time we had it. In Default Wurmkin, Extreme Sleeper. Ritual's cool though. And it's default Hellhorned. What am I going to look to play here? Good question. I'm down for a Firebox. I'm also down for a Queen's Tale, but Queen's Tale, you know what, I'll go for Queen's Tale. The upper bound of Queen's Tale is a lot better. Firebox is good if you hit the horn, Unbroken Horn with it, but if I don't hit Unbroken Horn, I mean, this route looks pretty worthless. So let's go Queen's Tale. This is just good if I play an Endless Imp, which is not out of the question. Infector or Corruptor? So, I believe I have played this run where I go, okay, let's play Infector, let's stack Ritual on him, and let's win with that. And then I died because he doesn't have multi-strike, and I went way too aggressive. I'm going to try it again. But this time I'm going to not die, is the thinking. So Strike Gain Echoes is an interesting one. It's also good because I can synergize with Shelter a little bit with this, too. A few ideas here. I'll take the unit draft. I'm going to look for Keeper of Echoes, probably. And our damage output's going to be low, and I need to play it cool until we pop off. That's the general outline of this run. Our damage output's low, and we're gonna chill, and we're not gonna do anything too crazy. Because I will just get steamrolled by heavies if I don't watch myself here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to put a train steward down in front to tank 4, and then tank another 4. And I'll let Chef kill. Ritual coming up and 2 train stewards. Not a great set of cards on their way, are they? I think if I double fracture, I actually kill one of these guys, right? Because he takes 4, and then he'll take 12. Yeah, okay. I'll take like 7 for this. Assuming I don't die to the boss anyway, which is not a given. I go ritual here. I just need to cut through all of his clergymen. Or I can play shelter. Yeah, train steward shelter is going to be plenty. 16 more health here is enough, I believe. Yeah. A little closer. Not that close, actually. He had what, like 20 health to spare, it looked like? 6 damage for the trial. Not too bad. Fogfly is interesting. It's like... It's okay. I think I'm gonna take the 3rd shelter. And this will be our big survival idea. I'm gonna do it. Molting Imp is more valuable because of Queen's Tail. However, this is an extremely good run for Hidden Passage. Like, snap pick sort of run. Oh, it's Kinhost Carapace. Take Steelworker. I'm not picking Kinhost Carapace. It's not happening. So the idea here is going to be 2 First of Kin, and I just ascend them onto the floor. I think I played this recently and it lost, but I'm going to use what I learned last time. What did I learn last time? Keeper of Echoes. I think I was saying First of Kin, actually. I want Keeper of Echoes. Could maybe take Shard Soul Carver there, too. He's worth considering, but we're going to go Keeper of Echoes. We got the multi-strike right here. I am not that strong. Don't get it twisted. We're not that strong yet. But I do kind of want to... what I want to do here, even though I'm saying I'm not that strong, I'm probably going to go right and do an Infusion Duplicate play. Infuse and duplicate Steelworker into Keeper of Echoes. And then that will be 40 pack shards, but we'll be 40 pack shards pretty... which is an okay number, right? We're a good enough power level to beat Daedalus, I think, at 40 pack shards. And we'll see how this combat goes, I guess, and then we can really suss that out. And the big thing that I want now... Is +4 bad? I ping off all the backline, no problem. I think it's fine. The big thing that I want now is Permafrost. That's your big payoff now. I think that presently it's better to put Chef in front as well. Let the Keeper of Echoes get tanked for by Chef, because Keeper has multi. Extremely bad that I drew both rituals before I could play them. Pretty good that I drew the Steelworker, though. He'll do quite a bit. As long as I draw a Torch. Terrible news. Very scary. Although we do passively gain a lot here. And every time I play an Echo, I get something. It's like neutral. So we can go like Fracture, Fracture, Shelter. I guess I should have killed the Priest, but it doesn't really matter. Even though I made him do more damage, I took less damage as a result. This is actually extremely survivable. I didn't really realize how much it gets. It gets quite a bit. Overstacking floors, usually something that's bad, really good here. Crazy. Go Shelter, Shelter. Yeah, damage output's not super high, but it's fine. We win Relentless, no problem, because of the persistent scaling. Alright, I can feel it. This is another one of those runs that I've tried to make work a few times and it always loses. This is the one. This is the dub. Like Bounding Echoes, we have 3 shelters that aren't purple on top of 2 rituals, which are going to be pretty core cards. I like Bounding Echoes here. Fledgling Imp. Sorry, buddy. The Queen's Tail idea is thrown away. I'm not playing this. I will go Vent. Just a nice card to have. And... ooh, Keeper of Echoes, but he's purple. Doesn't work, sadly. This is a skip. Don't talk to me about Consumer of Crowns. If this unit essence wasn't so fucking bad, like, the -3 energy is cool. I could see putting it on the Keeper of Echoes for -3. If you gave, like, I don't know, more than 10, I think this unit needs to give, like, 25. And then I would think about it at least. I'd think about it, yeah. That's alright, though. There wasn't really a unit I was going to take there. So, here's the deal. We're going to go right. If there were a magic shop, I would go to the magic shop, but the magic shop isn't until here. We're going to go right. We're going to look at the temple. Okay, if this was Value Stone, I would Value Stone Ritual of Battle and duplicate that. But since it isn't, we will do a Steelworker infused into Keeper of Echoes play. I think that is the idea. And then we will duplicate. Now, I'll probably go, I might even go Steel Shop, Magic Shop. We'll see. Oh, this wasn't intrinsic, right? This was, yeah, Purge. Okay. Yeah, you're never going to show me a Wurmkin unit I want to take here. It's like 100% it's Steelworker Infusion. And let's check if there's something crazy in the caverns, like one size. Okay, nothing crazy. Before you do the duplicate, you may as well check, though. And I'll take Rail Spike. Awoken's Spike is never really bad, it's just okay. And the duplicate's not for a while, I'm just going to take it, we're going to pull the trigger. 40 Pact Shards. If I get both of these Keeper of Echoes onto the floor, the fights are free. Like, it's extremely easy if I get them both out. But we can also have draws like this, which are extremely awkward and just generally not very good, Monster Train. I don't really appreciate this out of you. It's a little disrespectful, I would even say, but yeah, we'll probably take energy to nullify the possibility of drawing both Keepers on turn 1 and having that be a problem. And then, what's in here? Torch. I think I just dropped the Shelter for 8. Yeah. Remove Train Stewards. I'll most likely just start going to magic shops and making these rituals 1 cost. This deck's a super energy problem, and it really has no other issues, it seems like. And pop you, and a little 12. It also gets a lot better once the Chef starts hitting multiple times as well. Right now we get 1 Echo per round from Chef, or like +1/+1 per round, I should say. As we get further into this round, that number is going to become like 2... No, it's going to become 4, right? 2, 3, and then it's going to become like, because you get, yeah, it'll become 6. I shouted a lot of numbers at you there. With 2 Keeper of Echoes on the floor, gaining 3 Echoes per turn from Chef's attacks, you get 6 total, +6/+6 every turn. That's the math. Go Torch here. Yeah, I'll take some damage from this. It's not a problem. Like, I knew when I took the Pact Shards up to 40, I was at risk of taking damage from a wave like this. You hit me for 4. The back enemy actually hits me for more. Hang on. So right now I take 10. If I play Fracture on the front unit, I will take 6. If I play Fracture on the back unit, I will take 8, right? Because it'll hit me twice. That's 6 times 2 is... Well, no, 7 times 2, 14. Yeah, okay. So I put this on the front unit and I take 6. If I do this, I take 8 because it's 1 hit of 4 and 2 hits of 2. Got it. Might have been not that I needed the Reap. No, it's only +2. It's not. It's definitely need to play the Reap there. God, I just can't play Ritual though. How sad. Well, we can do Hidden Passage, Torch here is alright. Yeah, it's fine. I do take 4. Actually, you know what? I should have done Hidden Passage on the Protector. I don't need to take 4 damage here. Hopefully that doesn't come back on me. Probably it won't. Drop down a Ritual. We should again crush Relentless because we have extremely high upside to this run. We go in longer fights, our stats just keep increasing. And it only gets better from here. Alright, so I took 4 extra damage here that I didn't need to. Perfect Insanity is actually a real consideration on this run. It is a very easy card to play. Extremely easy for you to ask me to play Purple Perfect Insanity. I'll do it. I think this is one of those rare situations where it could be played, so let's play it. And I will skip here. I'll take energy first and then draw. Energy first. I think this is a darkness. This is not curses, yeah. I can go right, left. This path gives me double removals, which is nice. Left gives me double magic shops, and left right is just bad. I think I go right, left. I don't think permafrost is that important to me right now. And we go remove 2 train stewards. Alternative to permafrost, by the way, is holdover. What the fuck is... Stop showing me consumer of crowns, you weird game. Why would I play this? Stop it. Cut it out. Cease. I don't want that. That's 2, maybe 3. I'm not really sure. I haven't really made a big deal about it when they show me consumer of crowns, but like, I don't want it. Get them out of here. Can I take large stone on one of these keepers? That's the question. So if I put large stone on one of them, it has to be the one to get ascended. Does it matter which one gets ascended? If I draw the one that needs to be ascended on turn 1, I guess I lose some value because I won't be getting inspires, but like, I do get a lot of stats out of this. I think this is fine. If I draw it on turn 2, it's no difference. I think it's fine. If that comes, this is one of those situations where I'm just doing that, and if it comes back to bite me, okay. We'll live and learn. Value Stone Ritual's good. And we get Infector 2. I think this run's shaping up pretty well. Truly. It's just, now I need to get this deck consistent enough to get my units all on the floor together. I'm not confident in this Spikes 4 trial, actually. 55 pack shards puts a really big number down. Right, so when I get the large stone first, it's like... Maybe I should even just have played bottom floor here. Oh well. Too late now. I'm losing some value, but the potential payoff is I get these extra stats. Are these extra stats worth it? Probably. In most circumstances, I will get this Keeper of Echoes onto the floor with the other boys. Yeah, I don't mind losing that. Like, it shouldn't happen where I miss, is what I'm feeling. Play Torch. I'm just gonna play the Shelter for 6. It's also the stats. He has to die, right? That was the other idea. He has to die for me to not get this hidden passage off. And when he dies, like, later on it's gonna be worse, basically, is what I'm trying to say. In later combats where the time is shorter to kill a unit with, what, like 70 HP, sometimes he'll die in later combats, but that's okay. Because by then I should have my deck thinned out enough that he won't die, actually. So, he'll die, but really, he won't die. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, we're just plus 14 every round right now. Good hidden passage. The spikes would have probably been okay, but I was worried about having... The main reason I didn't take spikes there was because I was worried about having to hidden passage up a Clip Defender to get it out of the way, basically. And that would be subpar. Because then I would take spikes damage. That's the conclusion to that thought too. Again, right now it's best for me to just put rage wherever. I don't want to be diversifying my rage, but I had to diversify my rage in that combat to kill one of the heavies. Or one of the party boys, I should say. I'm not taking a second Perfect Insanity game. Chill. I'll take Ancient Resonance though. This card is exceptional. Impish Scholar is a free card because of Queen's Tale, and it brings back a Shelter. This is good. Like, there's no reason for me to not take Impish Scholar here. I'm not proccing Queen's Tale, so I throw this out, it procs Queen's Tale, and it just gives me back a Consume spell. Worst case, it's a free card that I just have to play once. So I went Steel Shop last time so that I could go Magic Shop this time. One thing I didn't think about was the money, but that's okay. I'm gonna hit Permafrost first try. Alright, I've lost my edge. I do want to throw a -1 out. Remove Consume's pretty worthless here. I'm gonna throw a -1 at Ancient Resonance. Check the caverns. I'll probably take the thing in the middle as well. Little artifact doesn't hurt here. Armor, Frostbite, Spite. Take armor. Damage, heal, buff. You take. I kind of want to take heal. I should take buff. Yeah, I should take buff. It's fine. And then we go. Extra space doesn't do anything, so we go money. This card's fine. 10 armor, 10 damage, 20 gold. Not bad. think this setup and the sap cards are both really good. Kriska, I have one extract. Yeah, I'll take refracting lenses. One problem that this deck has, just based on the pathing that we've had to take. Not going to disrespect Harvesters of Death, but based on the pathing, we've had a lot of skipping of Pyre health. So I'm happy to pick up refracting lenses and heal. Okay, so you have to answer a question for yourself here. Do you play Impish Scholar? There is a 1 in 24 chance that he pulls a Keeper of Echoes if I play Impish Scholar. I'll be able to play the Keeper of Echoes, but the problem is... Actually, there isn't really a problem. No, there's the card that's bad to hit is Hidden Passage. If the top card of my deck is Hidden Passage, this Impish Scholar is very bad. I think it is probably close to game losing, so I'm gonna chill. Hey, there's Hidden Passage. It was not the top card, but it was close. Let me get everyone set up. I'm gonna keep having Chef in front like this. It's fine. Seems like it's fine. Our turn 1 scaling is a little slow. Make sure I play Ancient Resonance first here. But after we get through the turn 1 scaling, we are... Like, once Chef hits the first time with both keepers on the floor, we're chilling. Our numbers are looking okay. And by okay, I mean not great, but we have Fracture to pick up where we miss. Do not. Do not kill that Clip Shaman. Play that Torch elsewhere, brain. We're not doing that today. Yeah. And again, our scaling will increase as we get further along here, and we can just fracture these bad enemies. I'm gonna focus my rage on the back keeper right now. Can maybe put Shep in the back later on. Maybe I put him down here as the one who has to ascend, is what I'm thinking. Might be fine. And it looks like this I play Torch, Fracture, Shelter, max value. Ascending there isn't worth it because I don't get the Echo, and I don't get, or I miss the armor. And I should cut this Total Recall. This is net positive Torch. Lose 2 HP, gain, or lose 2 armor, gain 2 HP. Our numbers aren't crazy good, right? But they're good enough. If I see Holdover, I could maybe bring a third Keeper of Echoes into the equation, and then, like, that gets really ridiculous. I want to click Forgotten Trade, but I definitely can't. I need this deck to be like 20 cards. Again, I want to click Rage Serum. Really can't. Purple card that gives 3 Rage is a really good card here for free, but I don't have the draw for it. As much as I want to, we really need to just bring this deck back a little bit. Gotta make cuts. I feel pretty good about killing Total Recall right now. I think it's like Total Recall and then a Torch. I know Total Recall, it's like, it says Consume, but I really just never want to pay 1 for this. Because I'm paying 1 for everything else in my hand. This is a waste. I'm gonna cut this and I'm gonna cut a Torch. Permafrost, really good. Now I want to see Intrinsic. This Permafrost, it lets me pick Intrinsic here. If it shows it to me, excellent. I have a guaranteed turn 2 setup now. The other idea there would be Intrinsic Holdover, but Holdover is better served on the Ritual if I see it. The Strength Stone is fine. How silly. If I take Bone Rattler, I probably heal more than I would heal from Bone Shine. You take the Strength Stone and you throw it at a keeper. Overflowing a unit is always value. Like, it's never wrong to overflow a unit's upgrade slots. Unless you have just like, unless you have the soul read on the game and you know exactly what they're going to show you and you know you're going to see Pyrestone Housing. Otherwise, you just take the +10. I don't think I'm seeing Pyrestone Housing in this one, to be honest. Put a -1 onto... I'm gonna leave this open for +10 piercing. I think we have, yeah, boons and temple. I'm gonna leave this last slot on Ancient Resonance for +10 piercing. Let's put a -1 on Fracture. I wanna make a purple card free. That's a good card to do it. Could take the +10 and put it on Vent. I don't think it's worth the money right now. I'll probably regret that immediately in this combat, but We'll see. I draw 3 cards on turn 1 now, right? I draw 2 cards on turn 1 now. Because I have to draw a Chef plus Keeper. Okay. But with this setup too, I can actually play... I can play it so Chef's in the back. Is that better or worse? I think in this combat it's worse, and in later combats it's better. Maybe not. Maybe it's just always worse. It'll be... We'll have to see. Can't Shard should not hurt me here. I can actually... No, I can't play Ritual. I could play Ritual on this guy. I think it's worth. He loses 11 HP. Like, he loses a bit of HP for this. But I think it's worth it. HP isn't really a concern in this deck right now. Ah, it's stealth. Gross. Just hidden passage him out of there. I ended up missing a Ritual anyway for doing it this way, but... You can't know, right? Like, it's the right play, and the fact that I drew Ritual is just unfortunate. I guess I robbed myself of a Spine Chef swing also, though. So, You can kind of go back and forth. That's like a really minor optimization turn that you can go back and forth on what the best idea was. I'm not counting this. I'm sure I have enough damage. I was right. It's just kind of... It's good, right? We have the numbers. It's good. Again, I'm not counting this. I'm just gonna assume that if I put these 3 fractures here, and like maybe I'm missing damage on the boss, and maybe it matters. I don't foresee it mattering. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna chunk 666 off of him here. Later, loser. Fish Scholar, what you got for me? Yeah, it's Rail Spike again. May as well. And I'll play it for the free echo. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, I had so much extra damage there. I could have put all of those reaps onto Arcus. It's not a big difference because the 2 middle floors, or bottom and middle floor, are not echoed up, so it's not really... It's gonna miss like 12 damage or something like that. There are runs where that matters. Not the 12 damage, but like there are runs where putting the reap on the wrong target matters, but this one shouldn't be one of them. I've officially healed for 50 from refracting lenses. Pretty good, pretty fair. Very good. Yeah, I think that we only get stronger from here now. This is kind of the position I was talking about earlier, though, where it's like, yeah, I can see problems down the line with our idea, but that's only if I miss, and we did not miss, so we have just some absolute boys. If I ascend Arcus, I get to hit him with another perfect insanity. I would call that worth, personally. Not enough echoes. There we go. Yeah, Arcus with a max HP of 848. Yeah, total health on this floor is pretty high. It's like 3, 4, 5. It's roughly 600 health, I would say. And on the Divinity, it's easier too because we get a hit every turn out of our boy Chef. And now deck size doesn't matter that much, so I can start clicking on cards like Eternal Kinstone. Our setup is guaranteed, so the rest of the deck is just superfluous. Superfluous? Is that? So I'm pretty sure that's a word. The rest of our deck is irrelevant. How about that? It's extra. I mean, it's not extra, we want to have purple cards, but, you know, and like, taking extra rituals is good. I guess really, the point that I've come to realize is it's better to have Chef in front because he has a higher base health. And if he attacks first, then these 2 keepers get their echoes before they attack, which is better as well. But primarily it's that he has more health, and the health of the floor... Like, he's not going to get one shot, whereas like the 60 health keeper could get one shot. It's not likely, but... Anyway, I'm going to duplicate... I kind of feel like the best card to duplicate here might be Fracture. No Kappa. It's not Keeper of Echo, because it takes a really long time to get back to the... I guess you could duplicate Keeper of Echo and then duplicate Hidden Passage? Oh, that's a weird idea. I think that's bad. I think that's really bad. Yeah, I feel like the best card to duplicate is a free purple card, which is Fracture. Or it's Shelter, but... could be Ritual. This is just 10 pack shards, though. How much do I like this? It's fine. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I think it's not a big deal, big difference, but we'll see. Not afraid of spell shield on this combat. Most of my spell damage goes through shield. And we're gonna go... It's been the big keeper every turn. First turn. So I'm gonna keep putting Chef in front. You're gonna go hang out here. You're gonna get reaped. The downside of the way that this deck is set up is I always have to miss my second turn. My second turn always looks like this. I think I also missed every collector. I don't think the game has given me a single collector. Because if the collectors go mid, I just can't get them. Go Fracture Keystone here. We get there barely. I miss my next turn though, sadly. I have one energy to play, I suppose. It is best to put Rage onto the 3 multi-striking unit now. He lives less time, but still best to give him the Rage. And a Fracture here. Yeah, we have enough damage to cut through this without... I've played like 2 cards. This is... I mean, that's not true. I've played a few more than 2 cards, but... I haven't played a crazy amount of scaling. It's been rather slowed down by the Pyre Wings, so this is a good look. Apply 8. Yeah, it's definitely just apply 8 armor. And the big other point here is that if Chef dies, we'll still have the health to cut through the boss, right? That's the other feeling. This does give me a stone, right? Yeah, okay. I can just delete Pyre Wings. Shelter, delete. Yeah. Perfect insanity, baby. Am I really gonna title this episode, "Oh my god, you'll never believe this perfect insanity idea"? No, probably not. I'm not playing Impish Scholar there, mostly just because I don't feel like it. I don't need to. God, it's so satisfying when you get to play it. I'm a little sad about the Perfect Insanity change. When it did 666 damage, it felt like a card I could use to one-shot the Divinity with spell weakness one day. No longer. Important work, purple. I don't think I add anything else to this deck, though. I think it's just removals. Holdover wouldn't be bad. What would I hold over, though? I don't think it's Ritual. I think we're fine on the offensive front. Maybe not, actually. We might be a little slow for the Divinity. I'm gonna maybe go left, then. Holdover Ancient Resonance isn't bad, too. I'm gonna go left, yeah. Less good on the money and health front, but the other stuff is alright. Base Charge doesn't do much. I don't get Inspires off of it, so what do I care? Put a -1 here on Ritual. Let me look at the Temple. Okay, Value Stone. I would consider a +10 Piercing here, but there is not one. I don't want Intrinsic on anything else. Okay, let's go look at the Trinket Shop. I'm gonna reroll this. I'm not gonna keep Rage. I'm not gonna take Rage 3, Base Charge, or Pyre Wall. Ashes. It's just Impish Scholar, but I don't know, 2 shelters could be good. It's not really that good though. I'm fine defensively, so I don't really feel good about taking Ashes. Take Cheater Sand here. It's fine. Oh, Drop Cage. Drop Cage isn't that good. I think I'm going to spend most of my money on removal here. I don't have anything I really want to freeze. Remove Consume. It's no holdover, but it's not really a problem because I didn't need holdover that badly. What cards are bad? They're all alright, that's the problem. I think Vent's pretty bad at this point, it just doesn't really pan out in this deck. It's a good card to take as a just in case, but Ancient Resonance is better in almost every way. And then, I don't know, I guess I cut another Torch. Because the other cards that are here to cut are Ancient Resonance, which is good, Consume Spells, which are good, Eternal Kinstone, which is purple, Impish Scholar's free, as we've talked about, Hidden Passage is essential, Old Magic's kind of whatever. I think +10 is fine, though. Shelters are good, Ritual's good. Like, I don't really have anything else to get rid of right now. It's just Torch, yeah. I start cutting purple cards out, I guess. Yeah, worst case I just play a Wurmkin's Rail Spike for 0, and that's fine with me. Okay, get rid of one more Torch. Because Fracture just completely makes Torch obsolete. Alright, Sap Seraph time. Let's see it. I think this will be a little frightening, because my damage output really isn't that good. It's mostly survivable. The problem with survivability is when you run up against these clowns, the Shade Wings. It is Keeper of Echoes every time. Shaft here, Keeper here. I'm gonna want to evacuate the Shaft pretty quickly. Or sorry, evacuate the Keeper pretty quickly, I should say. And I'm gonna start putting Echoes on the middle floor and try to reap these Shade Wings before they can get up here. And that's gonna be part of the plan. I will put away Ritual. We'll just keep her behind Hidden Passage. This guy, okay, he had to evacuate immediately, actually. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot of damage coming at me, though. A lot of damage. I will put away... The good thing here is I can put away a card for a Wurmkin's Rail Spike. I can basically just play this whole hand out, leave one energy for Ritual. As an idea. I'm gonna play Bounding Echoes for that, hitting the Ritual. Let's come down here. Take 30 if I do that. Let's put one Fracture here. Let's come down here and let's get to work on these guys. Or play the other Fracture, and then you go Rail Spike, draws Ritual, Bounding Echoes, infuses it. Now we have a free Ritual that has... Oh, I should have put the Reap on the back guy. I bet I wasted damage here. I bet I take 15 for nothing. Yep. Didn't think about that. Flip my mind just a touch. Okay, this is really bad. Yeah, this is very bad. And it's kind of like, I had a feeling it would go like this. Thankfully we have this Ancient Resonance, right? Kind of the whole point of taking the card. Saves you from positions like this. What you should do here, though, is you should recognize a way to consolidate the problem. You bring this enemy up, you play one Echo up here in Fracture, and then you Resonance the whole floor away. Now we're +6, which is a little better. I can Fracture the Shade Wings that's down here as well, which I will do. Then I have to worry about this 25 health one, but we get to heal a little bit now. This is actually what I was thinking. I should have taken the heal instead of the damage up, it looks like, but easy to say now, isn't it? Two available, Bounding Echoes, Rail Spike. I'm gonna go Shelter here. We play Fracture, 10, 24. We go for the Impish Scholar. I got rid of every torch, didn't I? There's one torch in here. Impish Scholar goes here, pulls me a Rail Spike. Oh, that's actually really good. I know I missed the Shelters, but that changes the idea. I played this turn differently, but it's better this way because it kills the Shade Wings. That's not what I said I was gonna do, but I kind of changed the plan on the fly there because I looked at the Rail Spike and I went, wait a minute, it was a fast decision, but you go, okay, so Rail Spike lets me guarantee my draw of Torch, which guarantees that I don't take that 45, and taking 45 would be very bad there. Put Perfect Insanity away. Use it on the 290 that's coming up. Ritual. Kingston. Yeah, just play it all out now. And Shelter. God, there's so much sap, which is also rough. Thank you, Impish Scholar, though. Don't forget to thank your Impish Scholars, everyone. You know what's better than Perfect Insanity on the Gilded Wing? I think it's better to Perfect Insanity the Shade Wings. Crazy as it may seem. No, wait, no, it's not. I have Ancient Resonance in hand. This card, at a glance to me, this card and this card look very similar. I know when you look closely, they're obviously different, but they have a very similar look at the center of the card, and when I take a quick glance, I go, oh yeah, those are the same. Just an interesting note for you. We go Torch, Fracture. Resonance. I think also if we get into Relentless, we're gonna win. I think it's fine. I'm not really losing anything, so it's just positive. I'll get that shelter back in time to play it. You need to die. This Shadewings needs to die. Ideally, I pick off all of them, so let's throw a Fracture here to get one. I'm gonna start putting Ritual on the backmost unit, because I realize now Chef's gonna die. Get this guy out of the way. No, I'd rather not redraw Hidden Passage. I want to have the highest chance of drawing that shelter I passed out on. I need to pull 2 Fractures for this Shadewings on the middle floor, which I do get. And 24 Forge. Dead. Could have played Ancient Resonance. Actually, would have been better to play Ancient Resonance because I would have been able to get the Echoes. Could have Ascended and played Ancient Resonance, actually. 100% better. That's alright. I think this is good enough. Is this good enough to kill you? Yeah. A little close. This is more of a grind out the boss than it is a just win. And definitely we're just grinding him down here. We win through our lots of health. However, I think since Sap Seraph is a average wave higher damage output than the Divinity for this deck, like on average a wave of Sap Seraph is going to do more damage than a wave of the Divinity. The Divinity has higher upper bounds and more consistent damage, but Sap Seraph is bursting you for like 60 per turn sometimes. So we live that combat, we should live this combat pretty comfortably is what I'm trying to say. Hey, I actually, I have prepared for this turn happening to me. Incredible. Oh, I should have put the Ritual Battle away. Oh well. So you go, I lock it in, final answer. I think I want Chef. You know what, I want Chef in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this time. He was very close to dying on a lot of occasions there, so let's split it up a little bit. Okay. Straw's pretty good for me, actually. Passage you out of the way. I dodge Ember Drain on the second turn, which is sick. I should have put this Ancient Resonance away. I'm really not using Cheater's Hand very well. Should have put Ancient Resonance away for sure. Ancient Resonance on this floor next turn would have been better, but here we are. So the lower base HP on this, yeah, I'm just putting Deadweight away out of habit. I think in this case I put Impish Scholar away. Lower base HP puts Keeper of Echoes at a bit of a risk, but it's the risk I'm ready to take. Takes 20. Takes every one of these is +6 on the enemies. Let's work on killing the spikes. This Keeper's actually gonna die, isn't he? 100% he's gonna die. Yeah. Maybe not. Well, when you put it to me this way, maybe not. I have to play this in a very specific way. You go Pinstone first. I'm going to play 2 shelters. And I'm going to Perfect Insanity the killer. It's not perfect. Like, just the lower base HP puts me at a permanent negative, right? Like, I'm always losing HP right now. So I think I would have been better off playing it the way I've been playing it. But that's a live and learn, isn't it? I use Perfect Insanity is actually clutching this run. No way you can, no 2 ways about it. You can't deny. It's going nuts. So I'm just gonna Perfect Insanity that enemy away. Impish Scholar can give me shelter back, although I should have played it first. Yeah, I should have played it first for sure. Yeah, I should have gotten more out of that. Yeah, I've played this combat out really poorly. It's a hard combat to play, honestly. Do you live if I do that? No, okay. If I lose this, I'll replay it with the Keeper in the right space, and I think I will actually lose this now because of that death. It hurts my scaling so much. I'll give it a shot anyway. And a ritual. I mean, this next wave is just going to put so much damage on me. If I live to Relentless, we're chilling, but I don't think I live to Relentless. I think I'm going to lose too much. Yeah. Alright, let's play this the right way now. I think ultimately it comes down to I should not have put the Keeper in front. And that's easy to say in hindsight. I should also fix the miniature mistakes, like putting Ritual on top instead of the other way. You go behind. Chef goes here. Keeper goes here. I could have infused Chef, but I'm going to hold the Bounding Echoes. That one's a choice I made. I did think about it. Okay, so I'm going to put Ancient Resonance on top. Much better idea. We'll go Ritual on Chef, and we'll go Fracture on the Divinity. The middle Keeper is kind of underwhelming. The large stone one is a lot better. No surprise, I guess, really. I have nothing from Impish Scholar to pull for me, so Impish Scholar goes on top. You go Ritual, and Fracture the Divinity twice. Actually, no, I can never, so it's fine. What I should have done again here, now that I look at it another time, is I should have Torch pinged the Shadewing. God, this is a real thinker, and I am not in the mood to do a thinking here. I've been thinking all day. I didn't want to think today. Come on, Monster Train. It's fine. My Chef will live, but I should have put Ancient Resonance on top again and pinged off that spell shield there. Hide this for me. It's only 54. He'll be alright. I might just Perfect Insanity him again, though. I think I'll play this turn the same way I played it last time. Instone, Shelter, Insanity. Yeah. Now, the Spikes wave is a little frightening, but... let me put a card on top to play with Awoken Spike. Let's put Ritual on top. That's fine. I don't mind taking some damage here. I didn't draw Perfect Insanity this time. Maybe I draw it on Rail Spike here. I'm gonna put one Fracture in the back. I'm just gonna take the Weight of Contrition damage, actually. It's definitely worth it. Hidden Passage. $132, 132 kills here. I think I ascend this guy. I take 30 for doing this, but I should save myself a lot more. Yeah, it'll hit me for 11, so I take 41. 44, I guess. But I also save myself 30 damage on Chef. It's like it's using my Pyre as a resource, and that's definitely right because I have refracting lenses and a lot of consumes to work with. If you draw Ancient Resonance, you have to hold it here. We hold Ancient Resonance forever here. We hold it, we kill the Shadewings wave, everything is fine. That's the big thing that has to be on my mind here. That's what I gotta be thinking about. Ancient Resonance this wave. Yeah, definitely though, there's a takeaway from this as well, and it's 100% that you're much better off putting Chef in front in a run like this. Even though it feels like it's weird because he's lower HP than normal. Well, lower overall HP, I should say. You know. Play an Echo card first, like this one. 176. Let's kill one of you. Maybe I should hold Perfect Insanity over to pop the Last Night. No, I should have held Perfect Insanity to pop one of these guys. Like, holding over these curses is wrong, for sure. I'm just doing it out of habit, because when I'm playing and talking and not focusing on what I'm doing, I hold over a card that I don't want to play on this turn. And that's always the curse. I never want to play a curse. But in this case, I have to plan my turn out, basically. I want to ping backline. Maybe I can ping 186. I can ping the Shadewings and then hit it with Ancient Resonance. I think I do want to play this whole hand, actually, though. So we're gonna start off Old Magic here. Ritual puts you at 238. I ping this Shadewings. Or, I guess, since everything dies, it's best to just stop the Spikes damage, right? This has to be the best idea, then. It's 2 spell shield. Of course it's 2 spell shield. How many times do I have to learn that lesson? Oh, that's a shame. Maybe one day I'll remember that's 2 spell shield. Oh, that's not good. Alright. And it's fine, I just move this enemy off the floor and take 50 to my pyre. I don't need that pyre health, really. I mean, it sounds like I'm being ironic, but I really don't. I need my chef to live into Relentless here. This is a really low damage wave. It's fine. Lots of mistakes. This is a really hard combat to navigate. Show me the X, please. Thank you. Yeah, I could have been a lot cleaner here. Surely I could have been a lot cleaner here, but I don't know. Tough. I had to really think ahead and plan those turns out, and I was not in the mindset to do that because every other fight had been like play my 3 units and chill. So, you know, happens like that sometimes. Not a big deal. It's a good example of a run that cruises up to Seraph and then really struggles, but a win's a win, I suppose. Alright, thanks for watching. This run, I gotta tell you, you may remember I was really looking forward to the Double Keeper Horned Warrior Brawler Prince play. Sorry, Horned Warrior. The Double Keeper Brawler Prince play, and that run was sick. That run was really cool when it worked out. This run was kind of underwhelming. Even in the best case, this is just not that good, it doesn't feel like. Getting 18/18 of stats every combat, it's like, it's fine. It's fine. Like it's good, but you have to support it really well, I guess. You have to kill enemies and you have to focus your deck around making sure that no backliners ever hit your front line, because that's not a lot. Getting 6 HP on your frontline unit every turn is not much. So you have to have survivability, and survivability comes in the form of killing backliners. That's the feeling. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.